that this was what happened? Didn't they inform him? Didn't they told him that okay, we have seen and this was what we complained? So it really baffles us. It really baffles us. We don't know what will come out on the next sitting. But sir, I heard about two, three of us here saying that Bamise should have called the 911 state of emergency. I remember a case where there was a fire outbreak, I think 2008. I immediately picked my phone then and I called 911. When I called 911, the 911 transferred me to abroad. Ah, when they are now attending that they will connect me with that of Nigeria, that where am I? I said is Nigeria. They now connected me. When they connected me, the question they were asking doesn't seem emergency. And the fire has already done what it want to do. And with the help of people that were trying to quench the fire before they arrived, after like over 3 hours. Now,
Nigeria.
secondly, we have bad road. When you call for emergency, bad road will not allow them. Number one. Number two, someone has made mention it. He said that they might tell you that they don't have fuel
Imagine.
in their what is it called, their car or their bus, in their vehicle. You understand it? So how can we even think towards that area? The only thing I was just shocked about is that really baffles me is that when she was communicating with her friend and she had this deep feeling, she would have contacted one of the family. But that one is gone. We only educate ourselves. God forbid, we will not be an example for people like Bamise is right now. So presently, presently, we can't tell what is happening towards the specimens. I am still repeating it. Now, where are Bamise's belongings? Her phone. We don't we haven't heard about her phone. We don't know if they've made any inquiry concerning the phone. We don't know. And now, can they? I don't know if we can cry out loud. Can they give us access to that bus? Can they? If they can, let them give us access to the bus so that we'll go and see at least if the CCTV, because with the shape and everything that Bamise did with the picture and with what we will go and see, we will know if they have tampered with that bus. Maybe they've removed the CCTV and try to cover it up. Because that man, Raphael, mentioned it over that the driver, he knows him very well, and the boss has CCTV. Now, for those, Mr. I think it was, well, I don't know the name. So he was giving kudos to the Lagos State government. Sir, please let me say this. Mr. Raphael told us there is CCTV in that bus. But when the governor will make a speech concerning this case, he said the bus has no CCTV camera on it. That there are some buses that they imported and some that they did here in Nigeria, that those imported one has CCTV on them, while the one they did in Nigeria has no CCTV. So that Bamise's, the one Bamise boarded has not CCTV. It was then that we begin to hear that àwọn kan ní CCTV, àwọn kan ò ní CCTV. They now told us that the bus has no CCTV. So now, where I got to know that truly this bus has CCTV in it. That day when Mr. Raphael was saying it, I asked him, if you should see your bus and the number on it without entering into the bus, will you know if there is CCTV camera on it? He said yes. I said thank you. Now, the LBSL workers, I think the manager, MD, yes, if I'm not mistaken, and there is one Mr. Aluko and some others that came to our house after like 8 months, or close to 8 months. It's over 8 months because it was like a week or 2 weeks to Bamise's burial that they came to our place. During all the scenario, they never even thought of coming to our home to commiserate with us. They only came after like 8 months. And when they came, they started talking, saying this, saying that. I now ask this question, that Mr. Lagbaja, please, all of you sitting down here, please, if somebody should come to you guys and show you a particular number, will you know if that number belongs to you, to your company? The answer was yes. I now ask again, with this number that the person has shown to you guys, will you identify if the bus has CCTV on it? They told me, that day, that yes, that they are the one working there. They know all the numbers of buses that has CCTV in it. Once they see the plate number, once they see the number, they begin to say a lot. I said, definitely, Mr. Raphael was not lying by telling us that there was a CCTV camera in that bus. Do you understand it? So, where is now the CCTV? How come now that there is no CCTV in that bus? Now, we haven't heard, maybe they have gone to glue because the guy is using glue. If they have gone to their office to verify who did he contact before that day, during that day, who did he contact, what was their conversation, and that very hour, what was their conversation? Because I believe that he is on call unknown to my late sister, because she was sitting at the far back and the light was switched off. Then she started doing her own. So I believe she concentrated more on what she's doing for her safety that led her to her untimely death. So why haven't they do anything? At least whatever they are doing, they are supposed to communicate with us. Now, we own the deceased. We are the owner of the girl. You understand it? Bamise is our blood. We trust her, we trust our friend, and We trust the person that put it on the social media that this is where we can find our beloved sister, but just that she's gone. We trust that information to that of the Lagos State and whatever they are doing. So I'm saying it over here that what is the result if I would have wished that the governor himself is hearing or those in charge. What is the result of the specimen they took from Bamise's private parts? What is the result? Where is her belongings? I am very sure that when Bamise was coming, she had the baby's clothes. She has the baby's clothes with her that she has already sewn to gift to the baby. Her phone, her belongings, her pounds, her pounds. Where are her belongings? What is keeping all those things? Why can't we find it? By now they should have handed over the phone to us. Or better still, they would let us know, okay, we found our phone, but for further investigation is in our custody. And it's causing us pains.
Danny, can I ask you some questions?
You can go ahead, sir.
Does the family have a lawyer?
We once have lawyer, which is Ayo Ademilui and Barrister Ogunlana, and they have stopped showing up at the courts for like a year now, if I'm not mistaken. They've stopped showing up all through this year. They haven't shown. So we have another lawyer, a son. We have a son now that is on the matter. So the son just chipped in.
When did the new lawyer start? When did he start to work with you people? At the last hearing?
The first, just few weeks
June?
ago.
Okay.
Yes.
The last hearing of the court, was he on duty or it was after this last hearing in the court?
The last
the
hearing
one that was
on this court. He sent his representative. The last hearing.
All right. So he represented the family. This is what I want to say. You see, I commensurate with you. It is painful. A lot of questions will be asking. Just listen to me. And I'm talking from a point of education. You see, when one is in pain, you ask many questions. Now, the reason why I asked for your lawyer, the lawyer should have guided the family on things and how you will request for things. When there is a case like this, to get anything of Bamise, it is the police that will have them in custody, not the state government. Number two, your lawyer knows how to assess those things and ask questions about those things from the police. So the lawyer should do that.
They are not doing any. They are not making any move.
So this is not the government. Wait, just let me finish. This is not the fault of the government. It is the lawyer. Are you getting my point? Now, when there is a case like this, everything find about the disease, phone, property, everything, they are still evidences. They cannot release it. Things like that until they finish the case or until they feel they don't need it again. Your lawyer will now apply for them. They will now release it. If they are, because in court, they will still come with those things as evidence. They must tender it as evidence so they can't give it back to you. they will label them because they will show, the police will come and be showing the judge in the court, these are things of the disease that we saw. Evidence A, evidence B, evidence C, and all that. It is after the case is totally settled, you can apply for it and they will decide whether to release it or not to release. Another question I want to ask, has the state given you permission to take the corpse of Bamise to bury, or is it still with the government? Did you hear what I've just asked you? Oh, she's gone.
Aristo, the Bamise has
She's
been
gone.
buried.
She's been buried. Good.
Yeah.
Now,
maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll come
all right.
back up.
Thank you very much. And if she comes out, there is something people are not getting. And thank you very much, African Television, for bringing her up to explain. You see, all those things she said about the defense lawyer, that is not government. That has nothing to do with government.
No, Aristo, slow down, hold on.
Wait.
The defense lawyer, yeah, I believe, is produced.
He's working for the criminal.
No, hold on. Andrew, to my knowledge, and she needs to come up here.
He doesn't have his own personal lawyer.
No, not a personal lawyer. I think he's a state-appointed lawyer.
It was provided by the state. Okay. Yeah, it happens like that. It happens like that because in court, they will ask you, do you have a legal representation? If you don't have, the state will provide one for you.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. If that is the case, that is something, and I say this is by education. In courts, lawyers have a lot of hanky-pankies that they will use to delay cases in court.
This defense lawyer, he wrote the book on delay taxes. He's a professor.
So all lawyers know that. And this is the reason why the family, in a case like this is a prosecution led by the DPP. That is the Directorate of Public Prosecution from the Ministry of Justice. Those lawyers that she mentioned, 2 lawyers. Now, those are the lead, but the family lawyer can always sit with them. So the interest of the family, they will always be communicating it to them. Now, what should happen is this. In no way, in no form should you do anything in terms of assault on anybody. Don't do verbal altercation, physical altercation. Don't do it. Don't do it. Try not to do that, because if the matter is reported to the police, it will be treated as, assault and all that. And it's also a tactic by any lawyer. He knows you people, you are emotional. He will want to aggravate you, and you might want to retaliate. And that was why I asked, do you have a lawyer? Your lawyer, when that thing happened, should have spoken to every member of the family to guide you on how to calm yourself down and not to do anything like that. The matter is in court. You comport yourself. Don't even talk with the defense lawyer. You don't have business with the defense lawyer. Stay away, because
we don't talk with him.
So if he says anything, ignore. And if such thing happens too, you can easily go to the sergeant of arms in the court, the policeman that is the court, and report and say, sir, I want to report. That man there, he assaulted me verbally, or he touched me, or he slapped me. They will take action regarding that. Don't allow them to be the first to report you. Be the first to report to the police. And that is how it's done. Law is law. You are in the confinement of law. Just follow it. That is why in this situation, families should have a lawyer that will be guiding them. They will be telling you. Now, if you have any concern, you want to assess anything concerning your sister property, etc., you want to get the results of the test they've done, tell your lawyer. They will tell the DPP lawyer. If they can't help, your lawyer will apply. They will apply to the police and tell the police, this thing, we want to have a copy. and it will be given to them. If they don't give it to them, they can apply to the court, and the court will grant it and say, police, give these people a copy of this or that. You understand what I mean? That is why you need... Yes, I'm listening, Dami. I'm listening.
I get all your points, but there is one thing I want to say concerning the Lagos government. If truly they were not trying to do a cover-up, why didn't they grant us fiat? I think you're a lawyer, sir. Why didn't they grant the fiat we requested for? We requested for fiat.
Have you appealed for it? Have you made application for fiat?
Yes.
It was done by me and Zach.
I traveled down to Ibadan. Because of it, I traveled down to Ibadan. Oriyomi and myself, we spoke. And it was when we spoke that Oriyomi asked me, come, all these things you are saying now that your mouth is rolling, can you say it to the public? I said yes, that I can say it to the public, that I needed fiat for my sister, that they cannot, they are the employer of Andrew. He's working for you people, and he has done such. You cannot take him to court on our behalf. You are not doing it for ourselves, for us, the family, or for the citizen. You are doing it for your own. We requested for fiat and they denied it. They didn't grant us fiat. They didn't grant us fiat. So why are they not granting the fiat? Why did they reject the fiat that we requested for? If truly working for the family and for the Lagosians.
Hello, Dami, aristocrat, African TV. I just came up for 1 minute. Dami, I commiserate, okay? The story is painful to even listen to, but I just want to say this to you. Because the case is in court, okay? Be careful what you say on social media because of content of the court, okay? Just be careful what you say. And that's just my advice to you. I feel for you, I'm sorry, but that's Nigeria for you. Keep fighting. I wish you the best, sir. Okay? All right, thank you, bye.
Thank you, I understand you. Now, we buried Bamise because our parents want her to be buried. Left to me and my elder brother, we didn't want her to be buried as at when she was with her to remain in the morgue. And look at with all the pains, the late called us to come and pay for the debts, the money that Bamise has spent so time and we need to pay. It was when Jandor, the PDP governorship, this thing that now came out and aspirants that now came out to say that how can they still call us to come and be the one to pay for the pains that they've caused us. And he stood up that he's going to help us out. So they heard it that èèyàn kan mà ti dìde tó fẹ́ help wọn, and they ran to call them at the morgue that they shouldn't collect anything from us, so if we should come, because they knew that opposition has stand up to help us. Why is it like that? I would like to say much because he was saying, let me start talking. On something that will completely
your network is going bad. Dami, your network is breaking. Try go back to where you were before. Try go back to where you were.
Yes,
Dami.
the network is breaking because
all right. Before she comes back,
can you hear me?
Point here, ladies and gentlemen. This case has gone on for about almost 3 years now. Family is being intimidated by the defense counsel. Yeah, is your network good now?
Can you hear me now? Hold
on, go to better.
We can hear you. You're very clear.
Go ahead.
All right, sir. To say much spoken now, because so I might, with the pains I'm going through now, because this thing almost took the two of my sister's life, because late Bamise, she was pregnant as at that time, and the incident almost took her life. She fainted like 3 times before she was revealed back to life. And my sister, that Bamise, she also fainted and being rushed to the hospital. Àánú ni àwọn òbí mi rí gbà, especially my mom, in the sense that for someone at 50 to still conceive and bear a child, early 50s, when she conceived Bamise, and when Bamise came to this.
Dami, can I stop you for a minute? Please, with all due respect to you and African TV. African TV, I'm saying again, and I'm not agreeing with you. The defense counsel cannot do pity. You say it's defense counsel that was dragging the case. Defense counsel cannot do anything unless the government allows it. And when I mean the government, I mean the judge.
Let me clap for you. Let me clap for you, because what you said is exactly the truth. Maybe, Dami, just Kumar, hold on for a minute. Dami, take us through what has been going in the courtroom, the appearance of the defense and the decision of the judge. Just give us 4 minutes. Give us an image of those dates. Why this has gone for almost 3 years. Dami, can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you.
Please explain this part.
I can't remember.
Because this is the
African TV. You know what I will advise? This matter is currently in court. I don't want anything prejudicial, number one. She have said this. She have said they are postponing adjournment is not good and all that. The judge is allowing some things to happen. Number one, if a case is in court and the defense do not show up, it doesn't stop the judge for giving the verdict. When it comes to matters under judge defense, is your business. That is for a serious judge. Is your business. When they call you up, they don't show. Twice they don't show. The judge will sanction the lawyer.
Especially
and they don't
aristocrat.
go ahead with it.
Aristocrat.
No wasting of time.
Aristocrat. Especially on days, on appointed days that you selected.
Yes, I know.
The judge, these are the days you want to come. And on those days, you don't show up.
Yes.
And when you show up, you come up with stories and excuse and excuse and excuse. This
let us get some things right. Okay, let us get some things right. I'm going to ask some few questions. Dami, do you know when the prosecution of this case started? What year and what month?
The prosecution started March 2022, but
okay. No. 2023 or 2022?
2022.
You mean
March 2022? The incident happened.
No, it can't be. February 26. February 26.
Arrest your boy. Yes, the incident happened February 26th, but he was arrested and but I can't remember the date.
See what I'm asking? When was the first criminal court appearance where they took this man to court? Which year?
It was in 2022.
March.
Shaking.
I'm gonna confirm that myself. I'm gonna confirm that. Anyway, I'm gonna confirm that.
Okay.
Let me call you.
I'm going to confirm that myself to be sure. I think there are some certain things, I mean, you are not getting correct. I think there are some certain things.
The message you read.
No, good morning.
The story you read.
You will have done enough of it. Sit her down and explain to her.
Peter.
The story Mariano read can be...
Just wait a minute, okay? Because we have to get things right. First of all, we are first on the side of the government. These are elected officials. We elected them there. They are presumed to be doing the right thing, okay? And for whatever reason why the right thing is not being done, we can call them out, but we have to be sure that we have evidences. We have, it is so obvious, okay, that yes, this one is glaring, that they are missing at this particular place, and we want some corrections there. Now, as far as I'm concerned, what I have seen on so many social media, mainstream platforms concerning the last appearance, okay, was that since the defendant, that is Andrew Omenikoron, the worry guy, the dental guy who drove that bus, okay, this same person has been remanded. This case happened 2.5 years ago. It's not more than 2.5 years. It's not up to 2.5 years. It's about 2 years and maybe 4 or 5 months, okay, that this case, when this deceased died. And so since then, that guy, that is Andrew Omenikoron, has been in the police custody, has not been bailed. The police refused him bailed. He has been in the correctional center there. And from there, he goes to court. Then from court, he comes back to police station again. And so from what I read from the last appearance, the reason why this last meeting that happened last month, okay, did not held, okay, was that the police in that custody, they claimed that this guy fall in the bathroom. They told the judge that they cannot present him. He was supposed to be present in the court, but because of the excuse that he felt he had injuries and he was at the police station, the reason was convincing enough for the judge to rule that, okay, let the meeting, at least from, this is June, at least at the time it was June, from June until October 17, because they would have checked, okay, will he have been healed, okay, from now till that time? No. So we don't know the extent of, we don't know the, What?
It wasn't because of that the case was adjourned to that.
Why was the case adjourned?
To that, yeah.
Why was last month's case adjourned?
The case was adjourned because of the defense counsel. He said he wants to go and visit his family.
Let me read for you. You see, that's what, let's remove all level of sentiment.
Papi, hold on. Papi, this is not sentiment. Let her tell you what happened in the court. Please, give her 2 seconds.
No, I'm not just 1 minute. Wait, please. Just wait. Please wait. If you can bring it with evidence, with proof, you say those things, I'm going to take it. If it's not going to come like that, if you have a CTC, you're reading from the CTC,
I mean, I'm going to take it. Let's try to get things, I mean, be in the middle here. I don't just want to be on one side of the case. I want to be fair as much as possible. The case. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So let's listen, please. It says, just one minute, please. Let me read this to people. This is from Punch newspaper, and they have it all over the place, all of them. From Punch. It says, Justice Sherifat Shonaike of the Lagos State High Court, sitting at the Tafawa Balewa Square TBS on Monday, adjourned the ongoing trial of a bus rapid transit BRT driver, Andrew Omeni Korom, accused of killing one of his passengers, Bamise Anyonwole, due to his absence in court. It was adjourned due to his absence in court. And let's continue. Justice Shonaike fixed October 17 for the continuation of the trial after she was informed by one of the correctional officers, that is the police that have him in custody, one of the correctional officers, that Omeni Korom was not brought to court because he sustained an injury on his left leg from a fall while having his bath. The state, through its Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Jide Martins, had arraigned Omeni Korom before the court on a 4-count charge of 1 conspiracy, murder, and 2 counts of rape. The prosecution had informed the court that the defendant, on November 25, 2021, allegedly raped a 29-year-old lady, Nneka Mary Jane Ozezulu, in Lagos. The lawyer alleged that the incident occurred at about 7 p.m. at Lekki Ajah Conservative Center, Lekki Ajah Expressway, Lagos. The DPP also claimed that Omeni Korom Andrew conspired with others now at large and forcefully had sexual intercourse with his 22-year-old passenger, Bamise Anyonwole, a fashion designer, without her consent, and murdered her. Martins, the DPP, said the incident occurred on February 25th, 2022, at about 8 p.m. at Lekki Ajah Conservative Expressway and Keta Bridge. Martins, the DPP, further told the court that the defendant and others still at large on February 26, 2022, unlawfully killed one Bamise Anyonwole by throwing her out of a moving bus at Keta Bridge after having sexual intercourse with her without her consent. He maintained that the offenses are contrary and punishable under Section 411, 223, and 260 and 165 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State. The defendant, however, pleaded not guilty to the charge. So far, the case that is stated by the court as it is coming from the court is that the police did not bring Omeni Korom to the court because of his injury, and so the community officers and the court, and so the case was adjourned for hearing until next few months, 17th of October. And now, one minute. The position of the Lagos State here is very strong, and I want us to also see it that way too. The Lagos State have established that this person was raped and was thrown out of the bus. Okay. One, I do not expect the IPO, investigating police officer, to have a recorded video, even if there's a video, okay, a video of, that the deceased recorded while being raped. I don't think they will show this kind of a video to the parents, okay, for you to see where your own child is being raped, and and or share it with the public. I don't think they will want to do that. And secondly, if there's any such evidence, if, for example, let me say a fiat or consent from the DPP was approved by your own representative lawyers, I think these lawyers can have part of these evidences. They are the best persons to go look out for these evidences, because this is a case which they are all part of. But again, I don't know. Yeah. Let me just say, basically, this is just it. Yes.
Papi. Papi, can I speak now?
Go on.
Now, remember she told you that there was an altercation in court where the defense almost beat up her sister. Then also the defense threatening the family, saying, "Hey, Magba, what are you playing? Who is playing something? I'm getting distracted."
I don't know where it's coming from. Let me think it's from her.
There's audio from background.
I think it's from her. African team, these things are baseless, okay? They are sentiment. I mean, so the defense counsel.
No. This is.
Do you have an evidence? Sorry. Do you have an evidence of the defense counsel saying that?
I'm trying to give you evidence.
That is what I'm saying. The defense counsel is an employer, okay, of the defender, the defendant.
He's an employee.
You don't know the altercation. I don't know the altercation that happened between the sister of Dami and the lawyer of
you will not know
if I have such evidence.
Listen, Papi, listen.
Okay, go on.
Listen. I have the video of what I'm telling you here, where the defense tried to beat up the sister. She told you a lawyer was retained 2 weeks ago. It is African television that sent the lawyer there 2 weeks ago. We got on the case, we went to court, and I'm telling you, real live video. My cameraman, journalist from Ibadan, went to Lagos and videoed it. So we have evidence. This is not hearsay. This is not
African television.
Are you saying that
if you have a lawyer, let the lawyer take it up now? It's an assault.
It's an assault. It's an assault. So that you take it up. That was why I told her. Report it to the sergeant at time.
Who is defense counsel? I don't think we should defend counsel. Should government run defense counsel? We could not see here.
It's for Barry.
You guys are sentimental.
Hold on.
You guys slogan were sentimental. The defense counsel is appointed by the state.
Thank you.
It's appointed by the government.
And then African television. Me, I'm not sentimental. This was what I advised Dami. I asked her if the family has a lawyer. You just confirmed they have a lawyer. Talk with your lawyer. Lawyer know what to do. If they want to it is a crime now. So take it as a crime. And that itself will show that you are ready for war. You report it as a crime, and they will treat it aside from the case. It's a crime. It's an assault. It's an assault. Straight up. Allow it to get it to public. Allow it.
Thank you. The court, the lawyers are doing what they have to do legally, but we are now bringing the public awareness to how our judicial system is operating.
Thank you.
That does not stop us.
The family lawyer reported this matter to police.
Thank you very much. Exactly. Ever since it happened, have you reported it? Ever since it happened.
Hold on. Who does it to police?
No.
Oh my God! What are you saying? It's a separate case.
That is not the point. You are separate case sentimental now.
It's a case of assault. Somebody assault you. You report to the police.
Supposed to report it.
So take your evidence to the police. That this person is subject to. Then the police will open a case on that person.
Quiet, damn it. Let African TV answer. African TV is supposed to have taken it to the police.
The evidence.
Yes, the evidence. Apart from presenting it here.
Hold on, please. There is a strategy to every
case, like is before a sitting judge. Now, let me tell you why this case is not at the police desk yet. We don't want excuse to derail the next court hearing. Because if we start a legal proceeding, that proceeding, you see, all these questions, we have sat down with the lawyer.
And he did it in court. Good point.
So this thing now, we don't want to make the judge feel like we're jumping over her. So anything we start now, if we start any legal proceeding against that man now, at the end of the day, it will come to the desk of that judge. And if they have to remove that lawyer or whatever the case may be, two things can happen. The judge can feel like something that is happening in my court. You guys went and filed another motion, blah, blah, blah. Secondly, if they remove that lawyer, they may tell us they need time to bring another lawyer to the case. We that we're crying that the case is 3 years, we will not be the one that is making the case to go 4 years. So there are
the case is 2.5 years. Point of correction, it's not up to 2.5 years. Let's use the accurate date. 2.5 years.
October. Let me correct you on that. Let me correct you on that because you keep saying it. You keep saying it. Let me correct you on that. We are 2 years and 4 months now. From now to October, we will be 2 months, 2 years and 8 months. And if this man comes with his antics and gets another extension, we're right at 3 years. We're talking about.
As it stands today, the case is 2 years and 4 months. Go on.
Yes, it's 2 years and 4 months, but there will be no sitting until October. And if the lawyer is the one that breaks his leg,
next year February, we're making 3 years. Next year February 22, we're making 3 years.
From October to February, how many months?
Excuse me, can I comment?
Let's just get 2 years, 4 months now. It's 2 years.
2 years, 4 months is the case so far as of today.
Let's use it like that, please. Don't add it much.
Aristocrat, please let me come in here. Dami, I want to commend you for coming out. You know, the point is, someone like me, I didn't know about this case. And it's quite touching. I can't imagine what you guys went through, you know, in as much that you guys didn't take some steps that you should have taken. But it's still saddening that you're at it for this long. You know, I commend you, and you should continue to speak. In as much people will say, yes, the case is in court. You can see that it's been in court for so many years because people did not know about it. So you have to keep on speaking about it, and we have to keep on calling out names. When you talk, you have to attach name of the person because people don't like to hear their names mentioned. You get me? And if we've established something with evidence...
That was how I was mentioning the rap. Those by the CCTV.
Yes. So with all that, we see that this is a repeated thing within the judiciary system, whereby cases are prolonged for a long time, or a judge is not making the pronouncements they should make. Because why would a judge be waiting for somebody to be ready before they, do a case? It shows that the system is not right. It's not working as it should work. So even though we're parabolating, blaming the victim at the end of the day, we should always think that there's something that we've put in place that is meant to work and is not working. So that is where we should focus the attention at. All these things, cases are related. Let's look at the case of Mohbad as well. It's related. Let's look at the case of Andrew that came from England, and the government, the police gave him a gun. They backdated the date of the gun. There's so many things that we ourselves will do. Maybe we travel. Some people have, I might jump out of my conversation. Some people have backdated passports, and these are part of things that make other people take it to the extreme. If you get what I mean. So it shows that the system is affected. So we need to start to call it out because we all know the process. You guys have been explaining what we should have been done, what would have happened in the same world, but we know that it's not working because some people chose not to do the job, even though they are being paid by the people. So it's that there's no courage. The problem why this case has gone so long is definitely it's not a rich man's daughter that died in that situation. But if it was a different case, it would be a different scenario. So let's call what is paid. At the end of the day, what are the evidence that is on ground? They did not have a strong lawyer, or the lawyer backed out when there was not enough money to continue the case. And you know that this is a repeated thing where they frustrate you out of cases. So it's a system problem. In as much as we say, can you... Yeah.
Duke, sorry. One thing that we've been trying to bring forward that is getting pushed back is the fact that Bamise's sisters were assaulted or almost assaulted by the defense counsel. Now, if you listen carefully to Dami when she was talking, she said the sister bumped into that defense, or maybe did not even bump into him, and he just escalated it. Now, why was the sister infuriated? Because that day, they were supposed to start the defense. They were supposed to start, after all these years, they were supposed to now say, finally, the day has started. But this defense lawyer came with his antics, and they did not start. So the lady was angry that How long are you going to keep dragging and postponing this case? And this is the main reason we're now coming out to the public to let the public understand that the judicial system is moving very slow, even when they have the suspect in custody. Cases are normally...
It's a repeated pattern. It's a repeated pattern. And when you have a repeated pattern like that, it's something that it has to take a group of people to say no. You understand? You might file all the petition you want to file, but if the person that is there, that is meant to stand the grounds, is not, or is one-sided, then it defeats the whole purpose. When they start to slow a case, look, for you to have the power to slow a case, you must know the judge. I don't know if we're all thinking that way. You must know whoever is in charge or the person that heads the case.
They do. Just look at the picture. Look at the picture here. The driver works for BRT. BRT is owned by Lagos State. The judge works for Lagos State. So who else do you need to know?
Yeah, but the thing is, I just, there's some questions I want to ask Dami, actually. Now that the first question is it established what time this incident happened? And what date?
It happened around 7:30, past 7. Past 7,
Okay.
7:30, July 2022. It was on a Saturday.
Okay. So now we've established a date. So even if there's going to be a video evidence, we know the time frame which should be checked. Because now we can establish that, okay, it was on this date, and the time frame that we want to check will be between 7:30 and beyond. So question number 2, what is this driver's connection? Because if you claim that he's being charged for everything, what is it that you feel that they've done wrong? I mean, that you feel that it's not gone the right way, that you feel that there's more to it?
What I just say there is that ever since, it is only the driver that has been arraigned and that has been coming to court. The other accomplices at large, they are not saying anything concerning them. And again, shared belongings. And we haven't heard if the police has go for further investigation by going to Glo office to verify the call that day, a day before.
Okay.
What was their conversation? And during the period,
conversation with
who are those that called him during the period before he was apprehended?
Okay, so are we saying all this thing happened on a bus, or she was taken to a different location and then thrown out of the bus?
Okay. Was thrown out of the bus. When someone is being thrown or you fall down, when you fall down, you will have wounds in your body. And when someone is being thrown from a moving vehicle...
Sorry, let me just quickly answer that. The question is this. Sorry, just 1 minute, please. According to the Lagos State government, their position is that the driver raped that lady, murdered her, then threw her body out of the bus. That's the Lagos State position. Continue.
All right. So it is not possible that the driver that is driving a bus on the transit and with rape someone and still throw the person is driving. It is not possible.
Okay, so how did you
now
establish?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Since they are saying prone, then there should be bruises in her body that we will see. There wasn't. And again, Mr. Paparazzi said, Lagos State said he raped. Sir, if you check the interview Andrew, the driver, did with television continuator the first day he was apprehended, he said two things. I would like us to go and verify, because I wouldn't want to say something that it will look like I am only putting something on somebody's head, or I'm trying to, I would like us to go for that interview to go and check it. It is very clear with what he said there. He said it by himself. Firstly, he said he raped her. Second, on his head, and whatever they asked him to do is what he did. So why didn't he then report at the nearest police station if truly he knew nothing about it? So there was no wound on my beloved sister's.
Wait, this is very.
When I saw her before
the Lagos State government said the deceased was raped after investigation, and this driver also confessed to TVC, like you said now, that indeed he raped the deceased. They are saying the same thing.
Yes.
They are saying the same thing. He has agreed that he raped the deceased.
He said two
because
things.
The government has charged
it was
him.
After it. See, in my brother, in an interview, he said he raped her. He was putting on another clothes. In those two interviews, he was putting on two different clothes. He said he didn't do anything, that he didn't even know that they threw her out of the bus, that he only obeyed what gone on his head. So that was what he said. So he made two statements there.
It doesn't matter. As far as the government have evidence that he raped the lady, murdered her, then threw her out of the bus. The government who said so, we don't know that they have a recorded camera with them. We don't, that this is a criminal case. The police must bring their evidence. For the police to say, police can't just base their evidence on it. Or it is either somebody is there who was there witnessing it, or police have retrieved the camera of that bus and they have an evidence seeing where this driver, what if that driver shut all the door, stopped the bus and overpowered her? Okay, because let me say, if you don't open the bus, how will somebody go down in the first place? Okay, you cannot be moving the bus, you cannot be driving the bus and be raping at the same time. Sure, you have to stop the bus.
Yes.
Okay, and then go to the back and then go do some crazy stuff. Or, and secondly again, who knows whether it was that driver who called those persons to come. Right? So just more investigation, and investigation is still on. And I think the side of the public is to pressure the police to see that it has, thank God to the police who have investigated. They have caught one of the criminals. They have counted so many charges on the suspect already, and they have the understanding that there are other people. Okay, so the pressure is to see that, is to put pressure on the government to produce the other persons. That is the complete justice. Prosecuting just one of them is not enough, but to get all of them so that this can be a deterrent, and people who come together, who conspire and commit crime, will not do things like this. So that is what justice is all about. But we have to be technical.
But have they established that there are other parties? Has the police established that there are other parties?
Sure. The DPP. The case is the state government that is handling the case.
They already charged. They
have established that conspiracy. Yes, they have established conspiracy with other persons. All right. So I mean, so far, thank God to the police. We thank their preliminary actions. They acted so well, but they can also do more than that. Okay, by trying to get those people that they conspired with, and from that position, we call on them to see that all the persons are brought. I mean, they are brought to justice. So that's our position. But again, I don't see any reason why anybody should be criticizing the Nigerian police for prosecuting this case, for having these guys in the custody. You know, even the African TV, and this is what I've had a discussion with you even before now. I told you this is a very good case, the Bamise case, and I told you the other time that we have to make sure we have the complete information. Like right now, I mean, she herself, Dami, I mean, this is 2.5 years. Dami never knew that the police accused the defendant, okay, of raping her sister. She never knew. She thought it was they only charged the defendant of murder. As it stands, police have accused that guy killed this woman and also raped her before killing her, then threw her out of that bus. This is the government.
Can you ask yourself this question, please? How would you, I mean, God forbid, how would somebody be driving a bus? Assumption or most of our thinking is that he called these 3 people. And why would they allow him to rape before they now throw out the body outside?
Sorry, did you hear what I said? I said something earlier. I said he can stop the bus, lock the door, and then overpower the lady.
No. According to the voice notes, don't forget that Bamise told our friend that 3 people have come in. One of them is a female, and 2 are female. Bamise even said that. Right?
No, 2 are male.
Yeah, 2 are male.
Female.
One is female. Bamise said that herself. So it's not making sense that it would. So when they came in and Bamise saw them, and before they attacked her, they will now lock the door. So he will now tell them, before you take what you want to take, let me do my rape. It's not making sense. Because if he's going to rape, it was around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Somebody will be suspicious. I am telling you that he's a
Teflon. Yes. They would have been driving along one particular place that they see that there's people are not there, like through the bush or whatever, and stop there. They would have, believe me, they would have stopped the bus somewhere and then overpowered her.
Exactly. So why would
they can't be driving and be doing that shit. They have
So are you to me? Hold on. Dami, please, hold on, please. You are new to this. We analyze here. Why will 3 people who wants to arm a lady and take her part allow a bus driver who either contracted them, told them, or they contacted? They will not allow him to rape her. My submission is partly what you said. I know the route that she told, that Bamise and Dami told. I know it up to where they drop her body. I know where probably they will park, where they can do such a thing, where no police officer will go and around because it's a BRT. My take is that it was an arranged something. They stopped. Not only the bastard, the driver that raped her, other people raped her because they already said so. But police said he raped her. Those are the things that doesn't make sense. She was raped. And nobody will rape somebody and others will be looking. And they did that. They all raped her because they knew they were going to kill her. She's not going to tell anybody. And they did what they have to do. He cannot tell them, don't wait, you are going to take your part, let me rape. No, they all did it. I believe that with proper investigation, they will be fined. I know what I mean. Put my investigation in a court. One or two of them will be fined and will be found. And this thing, if public don't relax, this thing will start having leg. My take with Papariano the other time was that a lot of things were lagging. How can a defense lawyer be giving excuses? How can even a defense be giving excuses? And nobody has ever asked me, as the prosecution presented their case, Dami, have they presented their case? And have they finished presenting their case? Because you said that it was defense that's supposed to. Answer, please.
I didn't get you.
You said
the prosecutor with their...
As you said, the defense is the one that is delaying. The defense was supposed to present their case. Prosecutor have to go first. Prosecutor have to, as the prosecutors, we say that is the state. Your party is holding brief. As the prosecutor presented their case, as the case started, have the prosecutor presented their case? Dami.
Okay. They want to open the case.
So the prosecutor haven't...
So the day they were to open the case, the day they were to open, the defense counsel was not around. And the judge spoke angrily with annoyance.
When was that?
He's going to continue with the case.
When was that?
The previous sitting. That is the previous sitting.
How long ago was that?
Sorry, please. I wouldn't like to please pardon me for that. I wouldn't like to be asked date of...
No, I'm not asking you exactly.
I am losing. I'm beginning to have some skip of mind. I'm losing.
No, that is understood. Hold on, my dear, that is understood.
The trauma is just coming in my own body, and I don't know.
We are sorry.
So
we are very sorry.
We
are sorry.
So,
hold on.
But the previous sitting, before the last one, they were to open the case, but the defense counsel was not present.
Okay. Dami, let me, please, let me say something. Let me give you an advice. Hold on, African TV. Hold on, African TV. Let me openly give her this advice. You see, here, TikTok, especially Papariano, is a scientific organization. They will ask you questions. We will scare you, but we want to know the truth. Right? We are not saying that you are lying. We are saying that, please, from next time when you are coming, please jot all these things down. And this thing we have just started talking about it. You are going to meet people. They are probably off today that are going to be asking you more questions. Start writing down. Start writing down and have everything in front of you. And be very strong. You are fighting. Yes, you are fighting for your sister. You are fighting for your family. We are going to be tough. We are going to ask you questions. That doesn't mean we hate you. It's just that we want facts.
I understand.
Hold on, Dami.
I understand.
Hold on, Dami. Me and somebody went at it today, our bodies, we listen to each other, we talk to each other, and we are bound to disagree. And you will see more of this. You should not let it scare you.
Sure.
When you are speaking the truth, nothing must scare you. Get your facts ready. Stop saying it's 3 years. It's 2.5 years to maximize, because it's 2 years, 4 months. But it's safer to say 2.5, because normally 8 months. When it's October, and we are here, then you can say 3 years, because by October.
When it's next year, by next year, February 25th, it will be 3 years. Next year, February 2025.
Normally 9 months make a year in criminal issues. When you are sentencing, when you are getting...
No, we are talking at the time this incident happened. This incident happened right now is 2 years, 4 months.
Exactly. To be precise.
By next year, 25th February, this incident would have been 3 years. Exactly. Like Mohbad right now, incident happened 9 months ago.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have to, it's not about prison or whatever, it's about the accuracy date.
Please, it is incumbent on you to be precise, because there are a lot of sharks and chisel out here that will want to find excuse to discredit you. Don't allow them. It's just my advice. They like to be precise.
Sakuma, good advice.
I'm not being scared. I am not being scared of any question. I'm a very bold person, and I can stand for the truth anywhere, anytime. And if this matter we are discussing now gets to 5 a.m. in the morning, I am ready by God's grace to stand my ground for justice for my late sister. Here, I am not fighting for her alone. I am fighting for myself. I am fighting for my girl child. I have a girl child. I have a male child. I am fighting for them. I'm a mother of 2, a single one for that matter, a single mother of 2 for that matter. I know what it takes to grow up children. I know it's not easy, and I don't want such to happen to me. I don't want the evil ones in this country to take my life away from me and to cause pains for my children. And I don't want them to put the sorrow, the pains they put in my parents. I don't want them to put it on me or my children. So I am standing for the truth and nothing but the truth. I can never be tired by God's grace. What I'm only trying to say is that I don't want, I wouldn't like where they are asking me for dates that and months. Then I would be cracking my brain. You understand it? That is just it. I don't want to be cracking my brain and saying rubbish.
That's okay. You'll just get used to it. You'll get used to it. If you don't get it, just say you cannot remember, and they will move on from there.
Thank you. So the only date I can remember at any time, even when I'm asleep. Even when I'm asleep.
It's part of investigation. Every investigation.
Yes. So that is why if you ask African television,
the reason why we're asking, we're just trying to.
I usually refer him to my elder brother. You know, so those that can still have the dates on their memory, or they go and search for it by themselves. So
see what we are going to do here. See, please listen. You just take time to go through the case again. Because if it's going to be a movement, then you're going to be coming out all the time, and you're going to also join Justice for Mohbad. Justice for one is just for all. The African team will guide you to some certain things. You have to make sure you visit the incident again. You must know the incident very well, because the public will need somebody who is able to guide them through the sequence of events that happened, and as a result of that, the public will have clarity on the case. So then, however, the public want to help from then upward, then it is not up to the public to see how to be part of it to help. But there's going to be clarity. There's going to be on the full understanding of the case, knowing where things are lacking, and then putting 1+1 together and seeing what the public can do in those areas where anything is lacking. Yes, but on one ground, you must be able to guide through the case of anybody who is capable from the family who wants to guide should have those things, the time and the places at hand. It will really help. If you're not, if for example, you're not, you cannot recover at the time, just state it. Okay, so far I've not, I cannot remember this, but I'm going to get you this next time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. But so far, what I can say is that the defense counsel, in my home count, he has not showed up for like 16 times. 16 times.
Who has not shown up?
The defense counsel has not.
Okay, you know what? Can I ask African TV this so that maybe you cannot maybe not
for like 16 times.
Just wait 1 minute, please. Let me ask African TV this. Hello, African. I'm sorry, guys. She's having her network is a little bit lagging. Okay, everybody who is listening, please. Her network is lagging. That's why it looks like we are speaking over each other. No, it's slow. Sometimes I hear her lately, and she also hear me lately. So try to understand this from the two location where we are speaking from. So sometimes it happens. It's not intentional. It's just like, just wait, I can hear you. Okay. So it's not intentional. That is just the network behavior. So African TV. Okay. Again, I don't know how deep you are in the case, but these are the questions. Like, when did the criminal case started? Like, what month did the criminal case started? Specifically?
Well, as you are aware, we just got into the case recently, but the case has been in court since around March of, was it 2022 now? So the case has been...
I want us to confirm that and have the exact time, because police will need time to investigate before they charge a person. An autopsy would have even taken place. We don't know how long. They cannot charge that person without having autopsy in place. So they just do autopsy 1 day, 2 days, and then charge the person. It doesn't work like that. So that's what I say. We want to have clarity.
The lady has tried to explain to you. Some people are good with dropping dates and timeline, and some people can give you narration and they have to search for the exact date. So this meeting was not planned. I just spoke to you and then I grabbed that to come up.
Intensify your investigation on those areas and have those things. I mean,
we'll be coming back. Let me promise you this. I have the brother. I'll bring the brother as well to this platform because we want people to be aware. She has done great. I'm even surprised that she's still up talking this late, But the brother is equally involved in the proceedings. So he will come up and speak and we'll get more fast. And I will get the brief handy for any other questions that will help us to publicize this, this case. Now, what are we looking for? It is important that we understand, why did I bring her up? I brought her up so that people can understand that between Mohbad, Bamise, and Erasmus, there is a singular pattern of injustice. There is a pattern of injustice in Nigeria, and that is in the judicial. That is why she's speaking to you today, to understand what families are going through in the judicial system. Erasmus' mother came and gave us a very gruesome experience with the Nigerian police. Now, Mohbad, we know that the activities of the police has created so much doubt and vacuum that has caused people to be crying out. And in this Bamise case, you can also see the lapses of the judicial system, with the police not presenting 3 other accomplices and 1 person has been charged with conspiracy, with the defense counsel threatening, berating the family of the deceased. We want the world to know these things, that our country cannot continue to run the judicial system in this manner. Nigeria must change for good. It's not maybe, it's a must. Nigerian judicial system must take a different turn. These are the cases that we know. Paparano, these are the ones that are in the public domain. Imagine what is happening if Mama Erasmus did not come out. How would we know? If the Bamise sisters did not contact us and come out, how would we know? Only those that wear the shoe understand how comfortable it is. Until you wear that shoe, you don't know how comfortable it is. You have families crying every day in Nigeria from the activities of those who are supposed to protect, those who are supposed to render justice. This is why we are here today. And I know that on your platform, we can begin to educate people about these malpractices in our judicial system. Look, I'm a friend of the police. I'm a friend to the core of the police, but I will call a spade a spade. I'm a lover of my wife, but when she messes up, I will tell her off, you are doing this wrong. Because I love you, don't mean you push shit in my mouth. Because police is our friend, doesn't mean they go around abusing people, delaying justice, and we will not say the truth. Now, not all police are bad. Not all judicial officers are bad. But Yoruba say, or they are like they say, when oil touches one finger, the other fingers are rubbed off. So if you have 5%, 10% corrupt police judicial system, judicial officers, it's our duty to root them out. I don't care if it's only one bad cop in all of Nigeria. That bad cop needs to be rooted out. The Nigerian police needs to be revamped. They need to be reconstructed. They need to understand that they serve the people. But like I was saying earlier on, what do you get when 95% of the people believe in immorality and injustice? It is the same 95% that you would go in to find those that you make your police or your judicial officers. And when you do that, you get this type of results. We need to clean our society. We need to make Nigeria a better and a safer place. We need to teach everybody moral ethics, moral topics. From 7 years to 70 years in Nigeria must go back to school, go back to class, get a certification in moral behavior. Because Nigeria is becoming a field where people think wrong is right and right is wrong. Look at you spend hours educating people, analyzing situations. What do you get? You get a bunch of non-nuts come up here, call you names, throw you around. Look at what they did with African TV with all the good ideas to try and help Mohbad. Is it not everything that I tried for that they are now going back to?
African TV. We must. I get that. We will continue on those areas. But at the same time, we have to be very technical in dealing with this, with the government. And there are some certain things that we swallow those things. We don't talk about those things, and we instead want to fight legally. And we want to be balanced as much as possible so that you know.
Yes, you can for Bamise case.
It will not be too leftist. Okay, you have to be in between the rightists and the leftists. Understand what I mean? Okay, I hope you can be able to navigate in between. There are so many things. The way you navigate, there are so many things that are there which you have to listen to again, okay, and see whether you really want it that way. I hope you get it. I don't know how else I can tell you. Very possible. I hope you will understand. The case of Erasmus, the Abuja police contradict claim of bereaved mother who alleged son was beaten to death in custody. The Abuja police, as the federal police, have reiterated that that was not happened. The son wasn't beaten to death, and that they've done the autopsy and the report is with them. Any interested party who they want interested parties to stay away from spreading speculations, narrative, which may be considered as a violation, but they want every interested party to visit their custody to find out the cause of death, that they have the result, and that is their stance. So the investigation will be widened, and I hope that the foundation also widens its investigations and have a lot of facts so that the foundation will speak from an undisputable point of view, which cannot easily be fouled or thrown out of the window. So, I mean, this is just...
I appreciate what your advice. Okay? I appreciate your advice.
You have to deep down, very deep, okay, because that's like, as I'm asking right now, when the criminal case started, and she herself, she's not aware of so many things. I understand from her position, she's bereaved, and so it makes sense if she's really not getting it from her standpoint, but she should be guided, okay? She should be guided by the representative, by the foundations on things to say, things not to say. To be well.
We just started the relationship officially, so we have a lot of work to do.
And we also the next thing, thank you. The next thing, okay, she should be a strong advocate for justice for Mohbad. That is her starting point. A strong advocate for justice for Mohbad. And once she starts that, then we can now work with her, and everybody will work with her. That is, yes, go on.
Thank you for bringing that up, for justice for Mohbad. You see, during Bamise's case, I couldn't go to work. I was fully in charge of my late sister's case, and which took my job. And when I came back, I have to go for a loan to get a tricycle, which we call Keke Napep here. I started using it. So when this matter of Mohbad came up, and I joined, I saw a protest at Abule Egba. I joined them to cry out for justice. And since then, I have been looking for people fighting for justice for Mohbad. I packed and I cried out. I collected the placards that they were holding. I posted it on my tricycle all over, shouting, clamoring for justice for that boy, because his case is just like my sister's case. He has seen it. He saw the deaths. He was eating with Mr. Death, sleeping with Mr. Death, and he cried out, but they didn't listen to him until what happens. In the case of my sister, she didn't report to anybody. She never saw it coming, but it met her unnoticed. And thank God that God intervened by, making her to chat with her friend. At least that is why we are still fighting for the justice. So I am 100% in support of justice for Mohbad. I am 100% in support. And in fact, I spoke with African Foundation that it seems we need T-shirts for both Mohbad and Bamise, because the court we have been going, we have T-shirts that we did for Bamise. So I'm like, it is very necessary for us to have t-shirts that Bamise's picture and Mohbad's picture will be on it, and will fight for the justice. Like the Sing for Mohbad stuff that they wanted to do now. We should have uniform, and the uniform should be the t-shirts that I'm talking about. You understand it? I wanted to be a human rights advocate, but my parents are scared that they don't want to lose another child, saying they cannot allow me to go into it. But I know that anything that will happen will happen. My God is there. So I love to stand for justice. And that is why I have loved to, I always love to listen to Fela Anikulapo, because all about him is justice and always saying the truth. So thank you. But I want you people, please, for the sake of my aged parents, like today now, my mom was rushed to the hospital because of her state. And ever since I was born, my mom has never complained of headache. I know my dad takes medicine because of his leg, but my mom has never taken any medicine. That shows that God gave her healthy life, which she is spending before this thing happens to her. I rest my case for now.
Something we wish for Mohbad family. You see, if we have to work democratically, this is the law. When I read the case of George Floyd, the American Minnesota guy that was killed, that was choked to death, the family of this guy, they're so intelligent that they filed an application to the court demanding some millions of dollars for compensation because they claim George Floyd was the breadwinner of that family. And so how can the whole of the family survive in her absence? And I think $21 million or so was given to them in compensation for the killing of the breadwinner. So I also hope that in the case of Mohbad, lawyers will take a stand. And I think Mohbad should have done this to sue Wunmi, to sue all of them in that house for negligence, for the negligence, their actions that later resulted into the death of Mohbad. Whatever sum of million, if Mohbad want any amount of money, if Mohbad is a breadwinner, okay, and they allow him to die like that, Mohbad can sue them, okay? Like Mohbad is a breadwinner for the family, and Mohbad demand a compensation of this and this and this and this amount, okay, from those who caused his death, okay, and then the court will look into that, and once that is established, that can also help to to divert the case. That can also help to implicate them in the criminal aspect. There are so many loopholes in Mohbad case to learn, and also on this particular case, this guy, why this case ongoing, they can also file the application demanding compensation. Okay, that I don't know whether Bamise was a breadwinner, whether from Bamise used to help the family when she goes to work. If that is the case, then that man is in problem, because if this woman is the one that is feeding that family and she's working so hard going to work, and then her life was now shortened and the mother is old, can't even work, then they have to seek for compensation. Anyhow, whether the state government want to pay that home, that man or Minicom want to pay that, it will be paid. Okay, so these are intelligent ways to also tackle, and this will begin to make everybody run away from killing other people's children. Okay, when you see that, okay, you're not just going to suffer, but compensation is also coming, and so many other things are coming. So we have to fight intelligently, explore every rule of law to see that we get justice to the fullest. Yes.
Happy. Papi, let me rest for the night. Dami, I think you should rest.
Yeah, both of you. Yeah, I think both of you. Yeah, you are good to go. I'm going to handle
we'll come back. We'll come back again. I'll bring the brother as well, so that
yes,
you can get.
But maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow, whenever. But please go very much into the case again. Try to check so many things so that we can corroborate myself. Because me myself, when I hear about information, I like to quickly read because I care about the public's health, so that information doesn't lose easily and people begin to get things in the wrong way.
Okay.
Like to have it.
Yeah, we'll come back with more details. Thank you, Papi. Thank you for having us.
Sir.
It's okay. It's good. We'll see you again.
Thanks so much for this. So you can drop me, sir.
It's okay.
All right.
Thanks so much.
All right, everybody. This is the Bamise versus the Andrew Ominikoron guy, the man from Delta State, the driver, the BRT bus, and that's it that we just had the sister. We just have the sister of Bamise, the other sister, I guess, because Bamise is the last born of that family, a fashion designer who put up, who was, on her way. She got a BRT bus and was told when she was entering the bus, was told by the driver, "You're beautiful, you look beautiful, and what's your name?" She told her name, and then later was overpowered by the driver of the bus, was raped, was killed, and was thrown out of the bus. 9 days later, the body was found, and so many cover-up was seen, and then later autopsy was done, private autopsy was done. The family has been active ever since then, and the case is in the criminal court. The case is just about 2.5 years right now. It happened 2022, about 26th February, and the case has been on since then. The stand of the public is to see that the family gets full justice, and wherever way that the public can come in to support the family, and the public will do so. And I also hope the family should get ready as well to put this case forward to the court, through the court, however way the court can also help to support the family, their grandmother, and all of them. That first action should be taken. Because if that action is taken, then the public can also come behind the government. The government must be the one first. Lawyers must make sure that they do what is needful. Okay, lawyers must make sure they do what is needful. If one lawyer seeks, to be present in the court and is not allowed, I see no reason why other lawyers cannot try. Okay, if a family lawyers try to seek consent from the state government, that is fiat, to be part of, to prosecute the case, to be part of the prosecution, and is denied, then maybe that lawyer should just be dropped and let other lawyers come into the case and also file an application. Section 24 permits them to be able to, the law permits interested party to be able to take part of the case. And so from that standpoint, the family should try more, because when a family lawyer is there, they can point to other directions by telling the state government, by telling the prosecutors that, okay, let's further investigate this, let's look into this area, okay? So, and if deeper investigation is done, I believe that the other people who conspire together will be able, because imagine, if the public also supported, and Bamise has said that this is also supported in this investigation because she was able to help with relevant information. The last moment of her life implicated the driver, and the last moment of her life also showed that there was a conspiracy. Because imagine if Bamise had not said that some people entered that bus, they wouldn't have created some conspiracy. So the lady herself had tried her best till her last. This is what will flog this case more and more, maybe when I come back live again. And one thing is that for sure, I hope she, let me say, I don't know how she wants to do it. She must be a strong advocate for justice for Mohbad. The case of her sister is halfway resolved. The Lagos State government had identified the killer. The killer has been, the killer is in the hand of the court right now. The police have done their job. Kudos to the police for accusing that man of murdering, for raping, and for conspiracy. The police have done a very great job in this particular case, but there are still more to be done. And so patience is needed to be exercised. This is a case like this now, you can talk about patience. But Mohbad case for good 9 months, we don't even have, we don't even have a very clear picture of what really happened. I think that is disturbing. And that's why you see how much activism we do on the case of Mohbad, because we feel a lot of things are hidden. A lot of things are not clear. But you see now, you guys can see. So all these things that you see about Mohbad, Grexing, all of them doing up and down, it shows that they are playing with the public, okay? Going to court before you do autopsy. They are playing with the public. They are playing with the public. They know what they are doing, okay? And the lawyers, we have Wahab Shitu is there. He knows better. He knows what can be done in terms of autopsy. He knows all this is better. But there's a foundation. They know what to be done if they have previous cases. I don't understand this court order. They are waiting to get autopsy done. I don't understand. Here is another family right now that even condition the government in the same Lagos state. You can't do autopsy on our brother if we don't bring our own private doctor. And they waited until these guys bring their own private pathologist, and then together they went to get it done. Okay? So at any time, the family member can always come and say they want to know the cause of death of their beloved person. If government is not hiding anything, government can't deny. They can't deny the pathology. You don't even have to go to the government. Request from the pathologist that is monitoring over that body. It is the pathologist that you will go to straight. You guys want to have an autopsy on that body, then pathologist will tell you that, okay, go and bring your pathologist, but provided the witness will be there, simple. Okay? Okay? Them going through the court is not needed. You understand? They should go to the pathologist straight, to the government, to the Somiari, Dr. Somiari, and request for him, let the body be taken from the morgue to the DNA Forensic Center, where the pathologists can come and they can get their own samples and get things done. But this one that you guys are going to the court, you are dragging it, and then they now condition you guys in the inquest that you must get your result ready before the end of July. And you say you don't even have CTC. Everything about the Mohbad case, right? You can see that professionals are not on it. Gurexi, Muyiwa, Mohbad. Look at people that are handling that case. When you speak now, they say, take it easy on Baba. Don't talk about Muyiwa. You see, look at look at Erasmus' mother. Look at how active that woman is. You guys continue to use money to spoil Mohbad. Okay? You spoil everything around them with money, and you spoil the case. And then, you begin to complain government is not good. But without knowing the way you are destroying the case. Because you are not making them active enough. If they are not that much active, how are you going to get what you want? They must be very active. They must work with the foundation. They must work with everybody to see that all hands are on the table and the right things are pushed, okay, and those things are getting resolved, are getting done. But on this case, again, it's so saddening. Thank God you guys are seeing it right now. You can hear directly from the side of this lady. Her story has narrated it. And that's why I want someone like this, okay, to go through all the platforms, okay, to go, not just here, Paparino, go to all the platforms and educate people. You want just from Mohbad, but tell them just from Mohbad, give your own sister story as a reference. Use that to educate them what to do in justice for Mohbad. And I hope they listen, because these are the things I have been saying for a very, very long time. And people misunderstand me, because maybe they see me this way, they misunderstood me completely. And they begin to judge me. Even Paparino, Pipirino, Peperino, Pepe. I don't know, they carried away by my facial look, or how I look like. I don't know what they want. But anyway, it's up to you. Think about whatever you have to think. Me, I am what I am. It's my duty to be myself all the time. Whatever you think in your head, I'm not that thing that you think. Me, I am what I am and what I'm showing you. Okay, if you don't understand me, I don't need you, you don't need me. Do your own, make I do my own. You're not the one giving me my data. You're not the one. How much time that I spend here right now? Should you go be the one to pay my bills? No. Why should I be worried about you? And you that you say you are looking for me, they find me. I pray that we'll see very quickly. I pray that we can see very quickly. But Almighty God bear witness. Never in your life would you try that again. Almighty God bear witness. Most of you guys that say you want to survive, you cannot meet me. You can't. You can't. That small boy, that king boy that time that come and telling me to give him location. If I want to deal with that guy, I will go violent. But I don't want to do those things. I understand those language very well. No matter who is behind him, you think he cannot be sorted out? You think that it is hidden? Those people who show that they can do anything, they are so scared. They threaten people to show that, they want your security. If they really want to deal, if I really mean evil, I want to deal with them. It's a very small thing. It's chicken change. Chicken change. Okay? But I cannot be the same person that is criticizing jungle justice, criticizing people going to pay people to go and beat people up. Okay? People still pay people up to go and beat people up. Give them 500K, give them 1 million, give them 2 million. They will go and help you beat that person up, change that person, teach the person lesson. Okay? But should it be here promoting such things? Should I be doing those things? Okay, we have the money. I don't look like I'm poor. Okay? At some point, I don't even need to speak to myself. I just have to get some things done without even me talking about it. I have that capacity. You see? So, but again, is that what is needed? That is not what is needed. So why am I focused on what is not needed? Okay? So that is the thing. I'm not focused on those things because that is not what is needed. We need justice. We need to clean the society. We need the right thing to be done. That is the reason why we are sitting here. But some people keep thinking that, their threats count. Just because they speak that their threat, that anybody cares about their threat. I just want them to keep pushing. You know, when you think you are the only one who can do it, you might have been doing it before and getting away with it. But you'll be surprised that you are dealing with the wrong person. I will make sure I trace you down to the hole of the rabbit, down to the rabbit hole. Whoever is behind you, they will pay, or they will reject you. They will claim they don't know you. When strong hand hold you, they will claim they don't know you. Kids everywhere, kids, little children. Me always calling you kid. You think I don't know what I mean when I'm calling you kid? Because I know if it really happen, it tastes up now. You are nowhere to be found. You'll be begging and crying. You know how many hard people, cocky person have dealt with. In the beginning, they shout, but when it happens, you see them folded, begging and crying. So, yeah. It is the way it is. It is the way it is. What do we do? All right, let us tap on the screen. Sometimes when I tell you guys to tap on the screen so we can have more followers, it's so that we can be able to reach more people when we have cases like this, where people can be educated. If we don't have much people, how do we get them educated? Okay, there are so many people who are suffering, who don't know what to do when problem happens. But when you tap on the screen, you share the life. Times to follow, like now, maybe just for a few minutes, we're just going to do, just going to follow you. You follow me back so that we can keep the community alive and people can be much in the live stream. We can reach more people. And by so doing, those who commit crime are going to be scared because now they're going to have new forces to contend with in the public. And as a result of that, I don't think anybody wants to be on that spot, under very hard positions. They don't want to be there. So they will just stop committing crime and they run away, okay? Or at most, what our people can do, like our people, right, okay? If they see that they have somebody who is resisting them whenever they commit crime, somebody is fighting for justice. They will kill that person. They will go after that person. All right? In our society, we don't like people who are resisting crime. All those bad guys who are committing crime, knowing that you are fighting against them when they commit crime, they'll come for you. They'll try to remove you. That's why we need more people to speak up, more activists to educate people so that we can know how to stand our ground when anything happens. Don't care about anybody. Those who want to kill, let them kill. The point of you killing, both who send you, the law saying, both who send you, both you that you kill, together you guys, they will be sentenced to death. Okay? If they send you to go and beat somebody, both who send you, in fact, the person who send you will have more punishment. Those of you who know how to send somebody, hey, I will use 20,000 to beat you up. I will use 500K to beat you up. Try it. Let them catch that person and then able to establish that it was you who make it happen. The law says your punishment will be the same with that person. So again, you cannot escape. Stay away from crime. Staying away from crime is the only way. Is the only way to be safe. Stay away from all crimes. So everybody tap on the screen. We have a lot there. Everybody tap on the screen. And let's see how active this person is going to be. If this person from this family is active in Just for Mohbad, and then you guys, however you can support the family, you can support them. But we'll try to get good information to see that it merits it, and then we'll see what to go from there. But Just for Mohbad is what matters right now, and we'll continue to learn from it because that is the immediate, event that just happened, that just unfold. So that is the most important thing right now, justice for Mohbad, and every other thing comes behind justice for Mohbad. Every other thing comes behind justice for Mohbad. And it's a spectacular one. Mohbad cases, his history, everything. The man, he went through torture, from the hand of the police, the hand of his families, the hand of his record labels. You see, so many things amount to prioritizing Mohbad case. It amounts to a lot of things. So many changes, laws can be amended just for Mohbad, and it's going to affect every other cases to be. You see, so Just for Mohbad is a must and is the umbrella that covers this gathering. Okay, whatever gathering we have, at the end of the day, we are still going to bring it to justice to Mohbad. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Go on, speak on.
How are you?
Do you know what we are doing here?
What?
Do you understand English?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from France. You?
We are from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria here, and likewise many people here. So do you know what we are discussing here?
No.
No, okay. So what you do usually when you go to any live stream, before you send requests to join, to speak, you should listen, hear what they are discussing, and then you send requests to go up and join in the conversation or to ask questions, okay? So first you have to be in the comment section, and while you are in the comment section, you listen carefully to what we are discussing, what kind of discussion that is ongoing, and then after you have listened and you have some information, then you can now send requests to go up and be part of the conversation. That is how it should be for every live stream, not only on this particular one. Others keep sending requests. Have you listened to the discussion? Have you listened to what I'm discussing here? Make sure you have listened, okay, so that it doesn't sound like I'm rude. Because there's always we have to learn to do things the right way. Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
hello, brother. What's up?
Lonely at the top, lonely, lonely, lonely. Money on my mind, mama. Where are these people from? They come like this.
Papariano.
I hear you. Can you go and talk to me?
About everything. That time I don't feel come back again. I just did come. I just reach out like 15 minutes.
All right.
How's everything? Anyway,
It's good.
I think I wanted to ask you a question before. Are you changing from are you changing from just from Mohbad now to Bamise application? Are you changing to now?
Justice for Mohbad is the most important thing so far. That is there is a lot of noise. There's so many noises in the background. So many noises in the background. Let me be muted.
Wait, I'm just playing it. Wait.
Yeah, be muted so I cannot.
No, I'm playing game.
Not okay, but we don't have to hear the volume.
I just thought
that is the thing. Just for Mohbad is an important thing. That's what everybody is on. But while we're on that, there are still so many cases that we can put together and learn from this case. That's the most important thing. What we do from this point. Try to have correct information, know the right thing to be done, and then push for the right thing to be done so that we can have balance. That is what we do here. So we
started together, so we are still here. We are with you.
No, I'm with you guys. Nobody's with me. I'm alone. I'm with you guys sometimes, but me, I'm always alone. I don't work with people.
I was listening to that Bamise case when I was coming back from work a few minutes ago. I did not finish that case since that. It's almost 2 or 3 years now.
2.5 years.
Holy God! I think they have all those things. So why are they now delaying these stuff like that?
But that case is better. That case is still far better than Mohbad case. In that case, the police have arrested the killer. They have charged him to. They have claimed that they have accused him of murdering the girl. That is intention to kill. Okay, don't forget, offense of murder in Nigeria is sentenced to death by hanging.
So why are they still just keeping the guy alive?
You have your right. Whoever is sentenced has a right as a citizen to defend themselves. The guy himself has not accepted that he did that. That he did. Really? Exactly, that's the thing. So they will need to prove that he did so. So now the police must bring camera and they must prove to the judge that the police have claimed that this person did so. So the lawyers representing the police must go and tell the police, how do you know that this man raped? How do you know? Then the police will say, I have autopsy report with me. How do you know it was that raping? How do you know that this person was beaten to death? Okay, had injuries. Police must provide this evidence. That's how police can win the case.
I remember another case now, Papayano. Remember this Calabar girl that was looking for a job? Remember that case too? I just remember this. I'm not in Nigeria, so sometimes I just follow some of those things. Remember that one small guy like that killed that girl that was looking for a job. Is in Calabar. That girl was I forgot this. That case was very hot. That case was very hot. So kill this